suppose if I'm going to talk to you guys, I need to get ready. What I always find really handy to do, well, this is how I get ready anyway, so literally going to start off with my eyebrows and then just gently, I'm just using the pencil because it's got two actual parts. So you've got the gel pen and then you've got just a pencil like this, which is just a twirly one, which is really handy. Okay. And then just gently follow my brow line. I do also have quite a few different shades. I have just put my primer on, so it's always better to leave it just a bit to dry. Look a bit like Rocky. Who is that? Okay, and then that should stay in place. Just going to use my setting spray on this makeup brush. Make sure it's nice and soaked. And then I'm going to use a concealer. So instead of actually using a actual foundation today, because it's still quite warm outside, so I'm going to use it in the shade 1, as I haven't been baking in the sun. So I don't know what that voice is, but anyway, you get loads of different shades in this. But I'm just going to literally, oh, it's got nice packaging, hasn't it? Okay, if I can even open it up. Right, so doopity-doo, let's just put it on a bit, and then there as well. Okay, and then I can just blend it out. It's actually quite light, isn't it? But never mind. I'm sure it'll do the trick. Like so. I'm going to use the pointy end of the actual sponge to just blend it out. Probably should have put some more setting spray on actually, because it just makes it a bit more easier to actually blend. Or I suppose I could use my water that I've got, so the thermal water. That might actually come in handy as well. Just cover those veins. That smells really fresh as well. Just noticed that. I was like, smells rather fresh. Yeah, so that's really nice actually. Okay, so I've just let it set like a second. Probably is a bit light for me in the summer because it's not completely winter yet. Okay. Just make sure I've got my hairline in. Okay. It's a bit better. I'm just going to get the excess of the blusher. Just make sure I do actually brush it out. Don't want anything falling on the floor. Can't really bother to pick it up, so just see that. Actually, I can probably blend out that a bit more. I also think as well, you should always make sure, because the lighting can be quite different, so before you go out, make sure you actually look in the mirror, because you can actually look totally different, which is what I've learned as well. So I hope that helps. What's under the other armpit? Oh, nearly dropped it then. Okay, so let's just get the spray again. And then I'm going to put on my blusher. Okay, it's got a little brush. And then just going to keep on blending it out. There we go. Just make sure I do actually blend it out quite well because I don't want to look like a clown. This literally smells like chocolate. I know each time I put it on, I'm literally like, bits of it go in my mouth. But this is a no, don't eat it, okay? But it's literally, it smells so divine. So I'm just going to blend it out again. To make sure that hasn't actually gone too far, as that is quite dark. So I'm just going to like, look at me holding it there, make sure it's all blended up. Okay. It's always important, I personally think, to make sure so any contouring, make sure it's upwards. So you give yourself a little mini face back. And then I'm just going to use purple because this is what happens when you're literally jumping from one to the other. So we all know how much effort goes into content creation, or if you're influencing, it's more or less the same. You can either combine them both together. So I'm just going to use this purple, as I think it might go quite well with what my content is about on my actual Instagram account. So let's have a look. It's quite light though, so I might actually go in with another colour just to make it a bit more suitable, or try and actually match them. But you can tell it's quite buildable. It's not exactly not buildable or not blendable. Literally sweating my head off already. Had to give Elvis his cuddles this morning. The bin men were out and I was literally like, oh, little Elvis. Had him in my arms while I was opening the blinds. And it was quite a job. Well, we all know what pets are like. They've all got their little personalities, haven't they? So they need constant attention. They're literally like, I am God. That's what cats are like. But, and then I'm on the toilet and then he's like meowing at the door or throwing himself on the floor. You can probably hear the vacuum in there. My mum's having a bit of a vacuuming Tuesday. But I think I might actually just go over. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go over. Right, let's put a colour over, I think, because this is more like a lilac colour. And I'm trying to match my makeup to my actual content. So there's always a lot of thought that goes in behind your content creation or the photos as well. Well, shall we? So, as I was saying beforehand, heard little Elvis go, and that's probably why I started going, okay, so this is the colour I'm gonna go in on top with. Don't worry about that, that'll just be able to wipe off. Can I even speak today? So this is just going to be the colour that I personally think is more like is going to go with the content. It'll be interesting to see what actually... I can hear Elvis again. You might hear him in a minute. He's, meow, I'm on my own. That's what he's like. Okay, let's have a look again. See if it's obviously gone halfway down my cheek, but don't worry about that, because that will just be able to wipe off. But I think it's coming along quite nicely. Just me, does anybody think butterfly? So I'm just gonna gently brush this off, obviously. That's better in there. Put on with this tiny itsy bitty little brush. You can see, well, it's gone a bit all over the place, but it's just giving a really, really nice colour. Just gonna go in again with the most tiniest brush, and then just keep on working at it. So with the excess, I'm just gonna gently push it away, and then probably on the top of my eyes as well. So this is quite good to actually get the makeup off that you don't require. I haven't actually got any water on either, but I just want to see if this goes well with my other, obviously the content that I've created for my Instagram. Okay, so look. Oh, that's starting to look a bit better instead of like I've been eaten by a vampire. Okay, so now we're starting to see how it's really working quite well. See how I'm just gonna get another one of these, turn that bit down a bit here. That's a lot better. Okay, and just the eye area as well. Right, so that's nearly got to where I actually want it to get to. Righty ho. Oh, poke myself in the eye then. That's a lot better. Okay. Right, I'm literally so clumsy. If I hadn't got it right in the first place, I probably wouldn't have to do that, but that is me. Add a bit more. Oh, I've done it wrong again. Sparkle. Well, a bit of sparkle, she says. I'm just gonna use a bit of like a mauvey white, I'd say, just to bring out the wings in case I need to take off anywhere. Okay, and then like that, like so. Oh, so then that's looking more like I want it to look. While the under eye of concealer dries, I'm just gonna get my eyelash curlers, just curl them a bit. I just thought I'd put some under eye concealer. Well, it's just concealer, so it's a light concealer, just for the sake of, so then there's no under eye of the eyeshadow left. Okay, and then just the other one, if I can even see properly. Okay, so that's all coming together quite nicely. And I'm going to put on some clear mascara first. It's really handy, if you can even hear me rather, to actually let it dry a bit. But while I do that, I'm just going to give myself a bit of a spray. Okay, so that's done. And then let's put some clear mascara on. I think this is always good for using as lash primer if you want a bit of a budget, in my personal preference. So just making sure the lashes do actually push up like so, and then not forgetting to do the bottom lashes as well. Okay. And then just do the same on the other side. Can't really tell it, can you, whether it's actually gone on or not, but it does work quite well using it as a lash base before you actually apply your mascara. Okay. So then that's already done as well. To really lovely and bright and sunny today again, which is quite nice. I'm just sweltering. I don't know if it's because I've been walking. Can you hear the ring lights? Bish, bash, bosh. Okay, so I've put that on. There we have it. Let's go and get the mascara. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Just putting the oh god, it's going everywhere now, isn't it? I wouldn't necessarily say this is one of my best mascaras, but might just do the trick for today, I think. Just gonna make sure it's on at least some of my lashes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to literally go like this. I'm just gonna wipe the excess because I have just done my bottom lashes. It was just quite difficult to actually do it on camera, so I thought, right, I'm going to go off and do it. Here comes Elvis. You might hear him in a minute. Hi, Elvie. You alright? Okay. Just gonna try and clear up the below. So what I've done is I've wet the beauty blender. I've probably left the actual under eye concealer probably a bit too long, so it might be a bit of a nightmare to actually try and blend in. Okay. Oh, it is. Here he is. Hello. Here's little Elvis. Hello, Elvie. So I'm just going to make sure that's all blended in. You can see it's working quite well. Probably should have just not left it on so long, but there we go. Okay, and then just try and, yeah, I definitely have left it on far too long. Okay. Righty-ho. There he goes again. You can probably hear him. Loves a good little chat, our Elvis. Needs constant love, constant affection. Righty-ho. So that's blended in a lot better. Okay. There we go. That's when my eyes look a bit more awake. So I should really be using that side, but I didn't want to, I suppose it doesn't really matter really, does it? But I'm just going to use another one of these just to get rid of the blackness. Okay, like so. Right. Yay! Nearly done. And then I'm going to use, let's just get rid of their black eyes. I don't want to look like I've been punched in the face. So I'm just wiping under. Right, that's a lot better, isn't it just? Okay. And then if I use my setting spray, okay, also see what it works like. And for the last doo-doo, I'm going to use this colour. Quite like it? It's like a really, really nice natural colour. I'll just show you. Oh, Elvis is off again, not forgetting. Make sure my myself's actually decent. Better brush the hair. So I do actually look normal. Okay. I'm really, really impressed with the way that's actually blended the under, well, it's not actually under eye concealer, but very, very impressive. Okay. And this is gonna, so if you wanted to see what content I'd created to go with this, then you'll have to go over to my Instagram, have a look, comment, see what you think. Okay. Right. So let's just brush it a bit more. Okay. Give my hair a bit of a volumise. Okay. Ta-da! What do you think? Just ignore the brush. I just like, but probably heard it.